Hi all, my name is Jeff Hewlett. I'm a decision confidence builder. I'm a behavioral economist and have been in banking and financial services most of my career. I'm also a faculty member at James Madison University and I'm a personal finance author. This month is Negotiation Success Month. This is our second vidcast in our monthly series. Today, we explore negotiating success and building your BATNA. Some people feel uncomfortable when negotiating. Well, this is unfortunate. Good negotiation leads to better outcomes for all. A good negotiation is a form of good communication where all parties express their key preferences. This creates a better platform for productive long-term relationships. Focusing on your BATNA is the foundation of good negotiation and a productive long-term relationship. What is a BATNA? Well, let's jump right in. Think of a BATNA, or the best alternative to a negotiated agreement, as a portfolio of credible alternatives. Imagine you needed a new refrigerator. You have done some initial research and considered your budget. Importantly, you and your decision team have already come together on your preferences to determine the benefits desired for the purchase. We have discussed definitive as a great solution to help with the negotiation. So this BATNA approach fits nicely in the definitive technology. Given the model preferences, you think the best price you could get is likely $5,000 for that refrigerator. However, based on your budget, the highest price you could go is $7,900. Of course, this example could be used for almost anything in different prices, whether in your personal life or your business life. At this point, the idea is to build your alternatives portfolio. This takes some work. However, from a negotiation psychology standpoint, this BATNA portfolio is essential. You never want to feel boxed into a corner or like you cannot walk away from an alternative. The technology helps with this. As you collect and validate information about alternatives, the technology is like your memory. Plus, it will rank order costs and apply your preference model to each alternative. First, let's discuss some negotiation and BATNA background. So negotiation theory, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement, or a BATNA, refers to the most advantageous alternative course of action a party can take if negotiations fail and agreement cannot be reached on that target alternative. So think of that as your backup to that target alternative. The exact opposite of this option is the WATNA, or the worst alternative to a negotiated agreement. The BATNA could include diverse situations such as a suspension of negotiations, transition to another negotiating partner, appeal to the court's ruling, the execution of strikes, and the formation of other alliances. So it can really be both from a business standpoint, but even in our personal life, things change, and understanding your BATNA is really critical. A BATNA is the key focus and the driving force behind a successful negotiator. So in our refrigerator buying example, the negotiator will target a refrigerator purchase alternative, but should develop multiple backups. Those backups are the BATNAs, important to creating your decision confidence and when it makes sense to walk away. There are many situations in our everyday life requiring a negotiation, such as a car, a home, insurance, a new job, plane tickets, furniture, and many others. Your BATNA portfolios helps you objectively evaluate each alternative and how it compares to your preferences and budget needs. Please keep in mind, each seller has a similar calculus. They see you as a part of their portfolio of potential selling alternatives. Oftentimes, it is even more difficult to determine the BATNA of the other party. However, the information is crucial as the BATNA determines the other side's negotiation power and position. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Sometimes conclusions can be drawn by determining his or her main interest, and the negotiation itself can be used to verify or falsify those assumptions. If, for example, it is assumed that a very early delivery date is of key importance to the negotiating partner, deliberately setting a later delivery date can be proposed. If this late delivery date is decidedly rejected, like, no, I can't do that, then the desired delivery date is likely to be of great importance. This is called a tell. In the graphic, the middle ground between you or the buyer and that seller is the zone of potential agreement. Understanding the zone is very important. My approach is usually to split the difference with the seller, but the challenge isn't so much being willing to split that difference, it's identifying that difference and coming together on that between the parties. I find that if you and the seller are aligned with the zone of potential agreement, there is often a willingness to split it. Fairness is a natural human characteristic. So if the seller reveals a refrigerator best case of $6,000 and my worst case is $7,900, then I will seek to split that difference, which is around $7,000. Another splitting the difference example is from buying a car. When buying a used car, I find most sellers will use a market price from the big car aggregators like TrueCar or Cars.com. What if you get to the end of the negotiation process and the final inspection reveals some deferred maintenance? At this point, be reasonable. Assuming this alternative checks all the boxes, I would still seek to split the maintenance costs with the seller. That is, offer the seller a price of half the original price, offer the seller a price that is the original price less half of that repair cost. Offer this as a fair resolution for the car maintenance challenges. They are likely to agree with your fair suggestion. Understanding your own and the seller's pricing boundaries is not always obvious. Using reference prices like that recent car sale will help define that range. If it becomes clear you cannot find a zone of agreement, or there is a BATNA that is more advantageous, then it's time to move on to that better BATNA. In the graphic, those would be the best alternatives found in the BATNA portfolio. Individually, we spend far more time handling small decisions than large decisions. Success in both my personal life and my professional life is owing to a cumulative series of smaller but high quality decisions I'm consistently practicing. Consistently applying reasoning frameworks like the BATNA framework will reduce decision noise and increase decision quality. Decision support tools are very helpful when making more complex decisions. The hunt should be to maintain a consistent, repeatable decision process for a lifetime of great decisions. Next time, we will explore the BATNA by providing a compensation negotiation example. But until then, you've got this.